I'm gonna try and do this video coherently. I don't know how well that's gonna work. I didn't have a plan for it. I meant to kind of talk about this several times. I think I did film a video about this one time and then I never uploaded it because it was literally just me flapping my gums the whole time and it was really annoying. So, to make a really long story short, I'm gonna try and do this as succinctly as possible. I graduated high school in the spring of 2013. I graduated at 17 years old, and at that point in my life, I didn't feel like college was the thing that I wanted to do, didn't really know what I wanted to do with my life, so I took a year off from school after I graduated to just not do anything, trying to figure out what it was that I wanted to do. And then it wasn't until the fall of 2014 that I went to college for the first time, and I went to a community college near where I live, and I honestly can't remember if it was 1 semester or 2 semesters there, but I took some classes there, and then I had decided what I wanted to do with my life. At least I thought. And I decided that I wanted to go somewhere out of the state to pursue that career or that field that I wanted to go into, which ended up being TV. I was torn between 2 schools. The first was UNCSA in North Carolina, and then the second was Columbia College Chicago. As you know, I decided to attend Columbia, and I was accepted in the spring of 2015, and I then attended in the fall of 2015. So after some time there, I had, taken some classes, I had started learning new things, I was really interested in what I was doing, really passionate about it, but I started to have other things going on in my life that made me question what it was that I really wanted to do, and so I took some time off again. I took a year off. After spring of 2017, that was my last semester that I did, I came back home and got some jobs. I went back to the community college that I went to, decided to get my AA degree, because there's a lot of stuff that goes into, how much money the government will give you to go to school, and I had started thinking about wanting to pursue education, not pursue my education, but pursue a degree in education, as well as TV. I was really torn. So I decided that the best thing to do at that point in my life was to come back home and try and finish my AA degree, which I couldn't do at Columbia if I was already pursuing a bachelor's. So that's what I was doing this last year. That's why I suddenly left Chicago. I never really talked about why I left. I didn't drop out of school or anything. I finished 2 years there and then took a year off to finish my associate's degree, which I finally did this year. In May, I was given my associate's degree. I'm so glad that it's over because it took a lot to get here. Yeah, and I graduated with honors. So now that I have my associate's degree, that helps me open more doors into really any path that I want to go on, because there's so many different things that I want to do. I've developed, I wouldn't say new interests, but I had older interests that I kind of tossed to the side that I'm kind of like finding myself reinvigorated in them, and I'm starting to pursue those things as well. So there's, doing teaching, potentially there's continuing with television, whether it's writing or production or, independent, whatever. But then there's also some other stuff that I don't know I want to talk about yet, because I think I want to do a whole vlog kind of, announcing what it is that I'm working on. So there's many different paths that I've started to open up to me, and a few years ago that would have stressed me out so much, and I wouldn't have known what to do, and I would have thought that I had to pick one, that was the only thing that I could do. But with everything that I've learned the last few years in school and coming out of school, being in the workforce and everything, I am so excited that I have all these opportunities and all these different pathways that I can go on, and I'm just like, my mind is just, I'm never been more motivated, never been more excited to do really any of these things. I'm excited to find out which one is going to be the thing that, that I get to the finish line first. So since I have taken a full year off and I did get my associate's degree, it is sadly the time for me to go back to Chicago. I re-enrolled earlier this summer, or maybe it was in spring I re-enrolled, and I registered for classes, so fully registered. I guess they listed me as an interrupt student because I took more than a semester off, or technically more than 2 semesters off because I took summer off as well, which, whatever. So I'm re-enrolled in classes there. I have I'm oh, I'm overwhelmed with excitement. You know, 2 years ago when I was still at Columbia, I had, even longer than that, I've had 2 separate roommate experiences at Columbia, and both roommate experiences were less than ideal. I had issues in both of them, totally separate issues, but you know, they're over and done with, so I'm happy about that. But because of those problems that came up, I was very, before I made the move back down here, I was very insistent that I have to have a place by myself. I don't want roommates, don't want to socialize with anybody. I just want a place for myself, and that would be more expensive, but you know, my brain was still telling me that it was better for me to be by myself, just like socially, mentally, physically, like everything, just for me to be by myself. So at first, when I re-enrolled and I learned that I was going to be living with 5 other people, that there was going to be 6 of us in one apartment, I was like, this is the worst case scenario, this is like awful, I don't want to do this. But I started talking with them over social media. Over the summer, we talked a whole bunch, and I'm just so excited to meet them. Like, these guys seem like the greatest people. They're so fun, they're so kind and understanding, they're funny, like, they just seem like really, really awesome people, and I'm very excited to meet them in person, which I'm gonna get to do very, very, very soon. Today is August 31st. Which means tomorrow is September 1st, and September 1st is the day that I leave for Chicago, and I'm kind of sad, but I'm also really excited. I don't get to move in to my apartment until September 2nd, which is really annoying, considering there's already some of my roommates moved in, but I'm going to be staying with Laura tomorrow after my flight, which is really, really early. I'm going to be staying with Laura, and then on Saturday, early in the morning, I get to move in, and they're going to help me move all my stuff in for my storage unit. I'm so excited, and classes are going to start up again really soon. I'm really excited for that. There's just a lot that's going on the rest of this year and the beginning of next year that I like want to tell you guys about, and I'm like so excited. I keep saying like, oh my god, I've already started moving out. I don't know if you can see my pictures that I had up here are gone because I'm taking them with me. There's some other stuff on the wall and on my shelves that I've taken off because I'm going to be taking it with me. And I'm kind of sad. Oh gosh, now that I'm talking about it, I feel like I'm going to cry. Whew, okay. So I've lived in this house for almost 8 years now. Actually, I think it's been officially 8 years. 8 years in August. Maybe it was August? I can't remember exactly when it was, but about 8 years I've been living in this house. And as you guys know, we recently just redid my room, and I have loved it so, so much. But with some things that have popped up in my life, we're going to be moving out. And this actually is probably the last time that I'm going to see this house and see this room, because I'm pretty sure we're going to be moving out before I come back home for Thanksgiving and Christmas. We're going to be living somewhere new. And I'm kind of sad because I have lived here for so long, and this is just, especially because I just redid my room. So yeah, I don't know, I just kind of wanted to share that with you guys and let you know the next time that I come home, things are going to be a little different. This next vlog that you see is going to be a little different. Things are changing really quickly, and for the most part, they're really, really good changes. Oh, I got contacts too. That's why you can see that I'm not wearing glasses. Forgot to mention that. I don't know if anybody caught on to that or anything, but just a lot of stuff. A lot of stuff is changing, and a lot of stuff is happening, and I think that this coming year is going to be a really good one. I'm very excited to tell you guys about the secret projects that I keep hinting at that I haven't like talked about yet, but soon I'll be able to talk about it if I can just get to it and start working on them. But I don't know if this is going to be like a really short vlog on its own, or if it's going to be part of a longer vlog, because I know my roommates said that they're super cool with me vlogging around them, so you'll probably get to know them as I get to know them. I don't know, I don't have a clever way to end this part of the video or to segue to the next part. Like, I don't really know. I don't know why I started doing crab hands.